Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 115. This is it, you guys. The final race in the X2019 Nations Cup will be at the Trial Mountain Circuit after finishing up to have a hard-going effort from Race 4 as penultimate in Autodrome Lago Maggiore Circuit in Italy. But it might have to be strategized to go challenging and go overconfident to have a medium compound racing tires without having a pit stop. But more or less, I'll have to make sure if I really might need to go on hard racing compound tires in the next time, we'll do a matter of training. But this will have to take a good progress on 80% after finishing on 4 races until one more to go is about to be served as weekly challenges along with the other 4 events. Just to have one of them is now being set on participate and go by the same maximum reward by 200,000 Gran Turismo credit. But it might be quite very good in handball because this one is now having a good part from the 2022 GTWS Nations Cup Showdown and the World Final itself. Hopefully, this one might need to have 3 different compound tires that might need to go preferred by determination. For the medium and soft racing compound tires will be needed to have 1 pit stop available, and for the hard racing compound tires who don't need to have 1 pit stop available by having 8 times the tire wear and 2 times of fuel consumption. But it might need to have a good main choice of the strategy by having 14 laps like last time back from Dragon Trail Seaside and Lago Maggiore Circuit on the Grand Prix track. But I know it might be quite very good to be racing on reenactment because it turns out to be a bit more challenging to go more intense, just like Super Formula race car and Group 1 prototype race car that have a different amount on racing category. So I guess I just really might need to have one more race, and this is going to be getting closer towards the end. But that was a very good choice to have that track itself to be set from 2022 GTWS Nations Cup for the Red Bull X2019 competition. Here we have Kylian Drummond and Angel Inestrosa for having a race menu tip for having a go-on interaction. I'm Kylian Drummond from France, and I was the 2022 Gran Turismo World Series Showdown champion. The key to winning at Trial Mountain is to use the slipstream on the 2 straights for overtaking. Just be mindful of undue areas when cornering, accelerate without traction, and you'll lose control. Alright, 2 straightaway is just yet to be perfect, and go acceleration on slipstream when doing overtake. And for Angel Inestrosa to have a second tip. Hi, I'm Angel Inestrosa from Chile. This X2019 competition is used for the Nations Cup Finals. Being able to drive this machine at the Nations Cup is a dream for us racers. The X2019 competition was built in partnership with Red Bull Racing and penned by genius designer Adrian Newey. This car generates some serious downforce, and I just love its screeching B12 soundtrack. Truthful and very understandable to have the Red Bull X2019 competition with a partnership of Red Bull Racing made by Adrian Newey. But I bet this is going to get much more fun, good racing of reenactment on the GTWS Nations Cup Showdown back from 2022. So I guess 10th position as before on race number 4, and of course for the exception on race 1 at Autodromo de Interlagos for having a first step of the audition warm-up. Now onto the settings, medium compound tires only, and go on the settings by details. So I'm just adding up to do some tuning work on LSD, aerodynamics, and transmission just to be set mindful on 310 on top speed might be quite going well and capable to be challenging up to have 2 straightaways split a few corners on elevation around on the environment in Trial Mountain Circuit. Hope I'm ready because one more race, one last chance, and finishing up to have this part of the reenactment is now going in to have the best part of the key of success. I know weekly challenges is going to be part as well, so I'll have to do my best and just going to go hard and quick about it to be in the first position on the go. So here I come and dive on in to be at first and second turn along with turn 3. Going inside at the tunnel by turn 4, just keep a good line on formation to catch up to Adriano Carrasa on position 9. But it might be quite giving a good helpful tip because 2 straightaway is your best key of advantage and do some few other corners around the track by elevation. Gonna have to dive in on turn 8, entering straightaway number 2. Set on the field by number 2 to keep a good pull down the fort a little bit. Radar check, then dive on at turn 9. Come on, let's go. Just going to kick it up in the high gear and have the final race in the X2019 Nations Cup will be all done, and then the weekly challenges will be set by the Encore. Alright, here comes the next final turn. Just to have the first straightaway. Up I go, and use the slipstream to cue the overtake. Lap number 2 entered, and go on the faster lap by a minute, 36.014 seconds. Coming up on position 8 at Baspi Beer Forest, along with T. Yamanaka on position 7. Very good respond to have turn number 5 to safe, and go by turn 6 and 7 by entering sector 2. Okay, same strategy. Just gonna do overtake one car at a time. Take it patient and add something extra to go by going up in the high speed. Okay, welcoming lineup on turn 9 and one step up ahead to be having one overtake to go up on the dirt sector. Okay, almost there, and so close to overtake Igor Fraka until now. Finally did it, and Yamanaka is now being put up on position number 6 and get back up as well. Fortune favors the fast, and the X2019 will be doing strong effort on Trial Mountain Circuit. Third lap entered on the way. Just going to keep a good quick slow down and do the first and second turn to go around on turn 3 again. Okay, 6th place, here I come, and still in one piece for my fastest lap record is still doing well. Okay, looks like gonna have to be patient and have turn 8 to go attempt to pass on G Mangalo. Got a good eye on Coque Lopez and Angel Inestrosa to be on the side-by-side in formation to have one step brake zone on turn 9. Okay, just going to be patient and go right in to have good pass on Mangalo to be on the 6th, and I'm on the number 5 position at the spot. Just have the 13 to go station in. 10 seconds to go remaining to catch up on to Jose Serrano and Killian Drummond on position 1 and 2. Now all I have to do is going to keep a good slipstream to catch up to Inestrosa and Lopez. Okay, that's a good pass on the overtake. Just wait for the brake zone to go by turn 1. Safe and tighter to go faster. Alright, there you go. Fourth lap on the way by 10 more to go remaining. So far so good. Now just gonna have to keep pushing and go on the offense. Looks like Serrano and Drummond are about to go toe-on-toe each other to have a good distant battle to see which one will be take home the podium in first place. Looks like Serrano has now took the lap time, is now at 1 minute, 35.089 seconds. Okay, good recovery, stable line, and get back on track. You'll have to take a few more second gap distance remaining to go up by 11. Hopefully, Killian and Jose are still keeping up each other to stay on further up ahead to have a good thrill of the battle. Just like 2022 GTWS Showdown, but now in GT7 as Spec 2, this one is going to be a bit more different as a reenactment. Got to break the gap and just go full through. Almost to be exactly directly in 10 seconds is now going adding up by 11 more. Come on, just going to take a double time. Just have the main key and go up on the right side of the track. I can hardly wait because this might need to have a little bit more time to go piece of cake by adding up on medium compound racing tires, so I really need to get up there. Gonna have to take a counter, go by the 13, left turn corner. Okay, ABS is checked. Gonna have to take a good enough speed and follow the trail of the smoke. Alright, got it all checked in and get back at turn 4 on the first tunnel. 9 seconds to go. Got to keep trying and keep pushing. It still might need to have enough more grip. Okay, 9.3 seconds update. They're about to keep going stronger. Looks like Serrano is going forward to be attempted overtake on Killian Drummond. He has to defend the position. Very nice. Third sector to get back in. Break the 9 seconds to go up in 8.7. They're about to keep fighting, so I'll have to do the same. Okay, 8 back. Going back on 9 seconds. Just keep a good skid on the mark. is going to be the best effort out there to have your best cue. Lap number 7 entered and proceed. Okay, gonna slow down and get back up. Just yet to be usual to have a struggle by having a top rope in about exactly in 7 or 8 seconds up ahead on the gap. Just yet to be seen on Killian Drummond and Jose Serrano is still battling out each other to stay on top of it. But still trying to keep pushing in and just try to keep going focused to be on the main time of the ejected. So I'll have to keep pushing and get there in the meantime to be on the halfway mark of the lap on number 7 until I'll have to be moving up on the 8th. Okay, Drummond is in the pit. Now's my chance. And wait for Jose Serrano in the meantime. There he is. I see him at the far distance before coming in on turn 1. Go by lap number 8. Let the chase begin. So I'll have to keep pushing and go by one pit stop available for only one spare amount of chance to go by determined between at the end of lap number 8 or go by lap number 9. That's how this weekly challenges is just well to be needed to be tested. It's gonna have to take a lot of more patience and get there for only one race at a time. Now I'll have to wait for Serrano and I'll have to take the first position and I'll be good for now. But the decision is gonna have to make one choice. Okay, he's at the pit. I'm gonna have to follow him and have that requirement to go by having one step of the tire compound method. So let's do on the soft and have that refuel requirement to go a little bit or less. So I have to hurry up because Serrano is going way up ahead before I do. Drummond is now coming back onto the top 3 in second. First place. Now just going to wait and have the new set of the soft compound tires is good to go. Refuel is okay. Now, gonna have to exit. Okay, back on track and new set on the soft. This is how the real deal works, you guys. Medium and soft racing tires only for only one part of the race to have a mandatory requirement to be on practice. So the chase continues and break the gap in just 7 seconds to go on second straightaway. Pretty simple is that. Alright, just going to keep a good grip. Just only 6.4 to go. Got to climb up on turn 10 through to 12, around on sector 3 by outlap. Fastest lap I recently updated by a minute, 33.923 seconds is now good to go on the main deep end. Just go by the 14, 15 and 16. Got to stay ahead on Drummond and Serrano. 4 more laps to go. Going fast and super extreme. 3.4 seconds to go. I see 2 of them right now. Gotta watch myself. I know this has got to take a lot of more contact to be need to have a good watch the paint. Just got to keep break the 4-second distance, and they're about to go back again. Side by side battle for first place. I'll have to join right in. Okay, Drummond is back in the lead. I hope Serrano might have to go for a different approach on strategy. So I'll have to be here on time until the 3 lap remaining will be called in. I got to get my record to go turn around and be on the main set by a decimal in .892 seconds in around a minute and 33. Okay, that's 3.3 seconds. Just going to drive well and have a component in a track-only hypercar to be on the main row as a race car. Okay, kick it up on gear 7. This might have to take one push and do turn 9 as the main advantage. Improved by the aerodynamics, LSD to be checked, and 310 on top speed to go fully racing. Okay, just gonna be patient. Let him pass and go back to the final corner. Okay, now's my time. Slipstream, do your thing. Just 2 more laps to go. Almost there. Got a good eye on Killian Drummond. I'll have to get in there and do turn 4 to stay on hold until the second straightaway. Will be doing my last call. Alright, let's go and kick it up on the slipstream to get there towards Drummond's position on first. So I had to wait, go a little bit patient, then commit. Just gonna go toe to toe. Okay, closing up. Just gonna have to take the next turn. Wait. Turns might be going a bit more, less heavier. 12th lap is almost finished. Here comes the penultimate on number 13. Alright, that's good. Gonna stay on him. Not gonna slow down and just keep the faster acceleration back up. Not gonna slow down, I just really need to get back up for more speed. Come on, 200 miles per hour. Just have turn 9 and gonna stay on him. So far so close, and I just used a lot of Salt Racing compound tire grip is going to be having enough time. So I will gonna have to take one more stand, and here comes the final lap. Okay, gonna have to go hard and commit. Not giving up now. There we go. Long minutes of hard pushing and going up by having a 20-minute time to go additionally by over a minute. But so far so good. Killian Drummond just took the lap time by faster in 1 minute, 31.674 seconds. Now that will be taking a good way to return to back on first position, then go by the last few other turns to be on sector 3. Come on. Just one last push, and I'll have to take home the podium. I hope this is going to be a daring, tough battle. Final stretch, and gonna keep a good watchful eye on him. Yes! There we go! First place, and X2019 Nations Cup is complete by having a first check mark is on the progress. Right on time and good to be having a successful finish to have one race with a pit stop is now doing the next step of the lesson. 22 minutes, 19.602 seconds, and Drummond's lap time on the number 13, 1 minute, 31.674 seconds is doing a good effort out there for him. By almost exactly in .069 seconds as I just actually claimed the finish line. But now that's a good X2019 competition as a reenactment from the Nations Cup to the GTWS season. But after all, it takes a lot of training and just good to be true to have one gold medal to have a standard earning on 200,000 GT credit to go by normal. But note to self folks, just try to do your best and go clean racing next time that you really need to do a lot of more training. And there you go. 4-star roulette ticket is now being received and enter for a new day on January 10th. And plus, 1 6-star roulette ticket in parts category for having a best participation in first checkmark on completing a weekly challenge. That's 2 roulette tickets in a row, and plus having a good replay for a moment. For my guess, I'll have to be preferred for having a best main checker flag finish to go by number 14. There it goes right now. Have the final turn and go back at the first straightaway. Just going to change on different view, and this one might give a good well. Alright, that's good. Thumbnail image captured, and that's it. Well, for starters, I just really might need to go for having a quick moment to be using on fast replay to be well skipped up. But after all, this thumbnail image is I just recently crossed the finish line to go hard for first. And there you go, folks. 100% complete on X2019 Nations Cup, and I'll have to be ready to go back and continue on in Hypercar Parade when I last left off. And also for the weekly challenges is now being served on the first checkmark by only 1 down, 4 to go, along with event directory, and 77% is now going check again by review. And there you have it, folks. All 5 races on Red Bull X2019 Nations Cup is now being set, and past result is now being perfectly in first place. You guys might need to practice well on different race cars by using the X2019 competition as a recommend vehicle. But it takes a lot of training, find a good line, and do your best out there to go faster, stronger, and have a fair play of competition. So I hope I'll have to come back and continue on to have more race available in Hypercar Parade until I'll have to wrap this up before at the end of the video. But in the meantime, I'll have to be here to be entered on the first week of weekly challenges in January 2024 until the second week will be coming out soon, so I just have to make sure to be here on time, and then 4 events plus 1 as an encore will be get set and get settled in until I'll have to get back in and do some more full walkthrough at any time. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms, and don't forget to check it out all of my screenshot images on UDRS Insportec, Vision Total Drama, and DreamArt Livery Style Dispenser presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.